Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new show, The Americans. We've just been introduced in the pilot episode to Elizabeth and Philip. It seems as though this could be a very deep, complex, rich storyline with what they've given us, including all the background on our two main characters as well. And then we've just had this FBI guy moving onto their street, which has made Philip ultra paranoid. They had the guy's body in the boot the whole episode. He's trying to, well, basically he's trying to stop exactly what they are. That's the whole point, to try and uncover any operatives, any Russian operatives that may be in the air, that may be operating in the US in this particular area. So we also had some dark past from Elizabeth, from her training days, from the things that was done to her, and Philip never knew. And it showed obviously that they met by being agents. They didn't meet to be man and wife. This is all staged, a very long-term, slow progress that's now starting to be stepped up with everything that's going on with the US government, Reagan's new plans, and we got at the end her just starting to open up and do what they were never supposed to do, and that's start discussing their previous lives. But it was quite an intriguing opening episode. It's definitely got my attention. So let's carry on and see where we go. This is episode 2.
Telling me things her husband says, probing him a little. This is a whole different thing.
General Zhukov said it would get riskier now.
Riskier? Sending her into a lion's den.
He did.
She knows how to get men to turn their brains off. That is no small skill.
She's half off her rocker.
So why should we develop countermeasures against the K-19?
I don't think the K-19 was retrofitted. If the Soviets get nuclear missiles into Nicaragua, people won't be talking about the K-19s parked in our doorway much longer anyway.
They've definitely got the ambience and the style and the creative design right for the era. Good job.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, crap.
What are you doing in here?
Oh, I was just going to look something up.
His disguises are very minimal but creative.
Oh my God, you won't believe what just happened. They questioned me, Scott, 2 of them. But I did it so perfect. I waited, just like we talked about.
What a day.
You hear Reagan ranting and raving. I mean, he's crazy. What do you think the plan is?
Develop someone on the inside, 6, 7 months. They get it out. I say we have a day, maybe more, until anyone realizes it's gone, then we put it back.
Well, that was fast.
Maybe it was on order. She's just picking it up.
Yeah, that was fast.
And they gift wrapped it in 15 seconds?
Yeah, that was really fast. That was prepared.
Stan, we were supposed to stay with her.
What'd you buy? What's her name?
Maybe I wasn't clear. I sell stereos. If you're interested in a stereo, I can help you with that.
I'm interested in this stereo right here. Look at this.
Put that back.
Ruska, you...
What, 6 years of Russian and this is what you got?
I got
I
this.
said
got
put
this.
that back.
Ruska, you bulia. It's caviar. That's very fancy stuff.
And you don't know the woman who was in here, huh?
No.
3 days.
When he said things would get riskier, I guess this is what he meant.
Well, no, this
Push
is
him,
risky.
cut
This is
that through
insane.
quick.
We need 6 months for this at
Philip.
least. What? No, I'll send a flash tonight saying it's operationally impossible.
These are orders.
First meeting. We don't know anything about the target. How are we supposed to get her to do it without understanding her?
We'll make adjustments as we go.
Are you being serious?
Is this a bit rash, a bit too soon, being able to, when you don't know who you deal with quite yet? Holy shit.
Sorry.
That's all right, miss.
Hello, can I help you with something?
We need to talk about your son.
Is there something wrong?
Yes.
Can I help you? Excuse me?
Viola, I have to explain something very difficult to you, and you will be upset when I tell you, but I will help you, and that's the most important thing to understand. By morning, his fever will be spiking, but it won't come down no matter what you do. He's been given a specially made formula that only has one antidote. Only I can give it to him, and I will. Do you understand?
Fuck.
If I give it to him, he will be fine, but if I don't, he'll die in 72 hours. I need you to go to your boss's study tomorrow and take the little electric clock from the bookshelf and bring it to me. My nurse will stay with him during the day while you're at work, so you don't have to worry.
You give it to him now. Give it to him now.
It was just explained. Why do people not fucking listen?
It's okay. It's okay. I understand, really, I do.
You're emotional.
So let me help you get through this, please. Will you let me help you and your family get through this?
He's so calm.
I wonder what he's up to tonight.
You worried?
Trust me, when he saw the trunk was clean, the look on his face, he thought he was a complete fool. And you know what? If it was more than a crazy hunch, there'd be a whole FBI team in here, not just one guy with a flashlight who thought we were asleep.
No, that's a good point.
Crazy hunch.
It's simple enough. Take the clock, give it him, put it back.
Oh, Violet, dear, there you are.
Shit.
Have you seen Caspar's date book?
I'm not getting arrested.
So what if there's 10 of them?
What they'd do to us? Tortured, locked away, told to betray everything we believe in if we ever want to see our kids again?
Yeah, pretty much.
So go.
If they are there, if it's me, they'll be at the house in an hour.
Terrorist, spy, still treated the same way. He's not looking good.
Did you have any problems?
I don't see her do anything. She does not want to lose a boy.
So tell me how you did it.
I was in the study, dusting, and I just took it.
Give it to me.
Please don't shoot me.
Give it to me!
I have it with me.
Give it to me!
Wasn't expecting that. Fuck me.
Who is that? It's my brother. It's Grayson's uncle. In my life.
Yeah, but you
I
blame
did
it.
everything you asked me to do.
No, you didn't.
Not to say anything to anybody.
It's my family. I didn't know what to do.
No one knows about this. Not now, not a year from now, not even when you're on your deathbed telling your grandkids, or they pay the price.
I understand the panic and telling her family, but Jesus, you took a big risk there. Bit of a complication.
She told her brother,
Jesus.
a fighter.
What'd you do to him?
About the same.
Take it's just a listening device then.
Do you play at all?
Hockey, no. No, I used to play football and baseball, but now it's pretty much just racquetball if I can find the time. You raise your kids, you go to work. As long as you take care of your responsibilities, everything's okay.
I picked up on why he
It's
picked up
pretty
on.
ideal.
Yeah, no, it really is.
Yeah. Well, this stuff is apparently the best. It's beluga. It's like $500 an ounce.
What the fucking odds?
Oh, wow. That's so salty.
Don't you worry about God.
No.
No. I worry about you. I worry about your son.
What did she buy? And what do you know about her?
I'm gonna give you one more chance.
He's one of 3 minorities we have at our headquarters. They can't fire him. I mean, he can pretty much do anything. So let me ask you again, okay? Who is that woman who came in here and what did she want?
You need to move quick because if they walk in and see with you in your fucking hand, you're blown. Good old analog. I should even put it back yet. If you're going to be picking stuff up on this, shouldn't you be recording it as well? It's not right, does it?
Shouldn't do it.
Shit! But wait, no, we don't know what she's doing.
She didn't put the clock back with her son's life at stake.
There's no
She didn't do
signal.
the one thing that could have saved his life. Throwing our lives away for nothing?
Wait.
On Circle Travel, Phil Jennings.
This is your service, Mr. Jennings. You have a message from Celia Gerard.
Emergency signal from Annalise.
We clear?
I think so.
Come on, Chris.
This guy's clear. I'm waiting for this guy to turn. Okay, go.
Blue.
I'm Agent Beeman with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I'll make this fast in case your people are watching you. Clerk's also putting U.S. currency into the components for you. Here's what I think. You're stealing the caviar from your embassy. They're selling the steroids in Russia for even more hard currency and making out like bandits. How am I doing so far?
I don't know what you're talking about.
More than I'd
Now, maybe you're doing
ascertain
this
from
all for your
it.
bosses, in which case they won't mind when I tell them about it. You're violating a shitload of Soviet laws, and you're looking at 10 years in a Siberian labor camp. If you're gonna have to start working for me. Not now.
In case you're being watched. That was done very covertly. I like that. That was good.
What if I call the police?
Oh, he's right. She's a bit crazy.
It's not a threat, because I'll do it.
You've been through a lot, and what you did for us the other night, that was great. You were fantastic.
Well, couldn't you do something horribly masculine with reindeers and woodchopping? We could drink hot cocoa and make love on a bearskin rug.
Very tempting.
Just say yes. Just for tonight. Make me happy. I know it's not real.
Oh, God, she's hard work.
Don't you need a ride?
I'll see you later.
You still have one more chance to save his life.
I don't believe anything you say.
If you didn't tell anyone, and I don't think that you did, you can still put that clock back tomorrow, and this will all end.
I know the devil.
Oh, Christ.
Her final answer is no.
There's been a misunderstanding between you and your lord.
What are you doing?
In his condition,
Grayson will be dead in 30 seconds, Viola.
I swear to God. I swear to Jesus. I swear to God. Please, please, God.
Tomorrow. Well, the poison kills him anyway.
Woman, just do it and get about your business. What does it matter? No one's going to know. You're never going to end up in a courtroom as aiding and abetting the enemy, are you? No, it's a recorder. Wow. Forgotten how big the recorders were in the 80s, of course. I'm thinking it was going to be this little fucking thing. No, it's not, is it? Wonder what it is they gave him. Do they even know, or have they just been handed that?
I got you something.
What?
You ever tried it before?
Probably not.
No, we couldn't afford this.
No, that's what I thought.
We were like you. No money.
No. Tastes and provisions that they would have never been able to have gotten their hands on.
They shouldn't ask us to do impossible things.
No, but they will.
No. But we did it.
I think there's more to come.
And tonight we're in the house of the Secretary of Defense. It's something that changes things.
On a military aspect, yeah.
The director's on his way down. If we're going to stop these people, this is the way to do it.
Attorney General.
Good work today.
It's a bit too soon for that.
Говорят, управление вчера провел серьезную операцию.
Oh, she is.
Я откуда знаю?
Is she just a secretary or what? Looks like it. Here we go.
The Prime Minister fully supports your efforts to build a ballistic missile shield. Think what a different world we'll live in as soon as we don't have to worry about their nuclear missiles. Amen to that.
Okay, guys, episode 2. I am proper loving this. That was another really, really good episode. It's because it's spy, because it's espionage, because it's all everything on the line all the time. There's going to be a lot of tense moments, a lot of things that go right, a lot of things that go wrong. Improv, whenever required, like they've had to do with her there. I mean, that woman was silly. She took a huge risk telling her brother, and then she took a secondary risk not replacing the clock the first time round. had she been dealing with someone else other than these two, you would have probably lost your son there, and could have probably ended up dead anyway, and they'd found another way of doing it. So, what's his name? The FBI guy. I can't remember his damn name now. Is it Bill? Can't remember if his name's Bill. Anyway, he's had a very, very good case cracked in effect there. So it appears as though she is a secretary in the embassy. So they're going to be able to glean from her now, because he put all of that together from the electronics shop far quicker than I did. I was waiting to understand, to try and see what the caviar was in exchange for. So obviously walked out with the big box. It could have been anything. It could have been nothing to do with the steroids. It could have been something out the back. But he broke it all down for us as to how she's doing this and how she's sending stuff back and just using the embassy as a monetary value to transfer to be able to do this all under the radar. So, I mean, yeah, she, were she to be caught by her own, it would be far worse. So he's had a successful day, and Philip and Elizabeth have had a successful mission in effect here with this clock, but boy did it almost go wrong a couple of times, and you can see that she is taking more on board as to what he was panicking about in the first episode, saying, let's just defect, let's just forget this, let's do it, because the most important thing here is the family and our kids, even though that's already been produced and ended up as a family unit, whether it's seen as Russian, American, or a mix of the two, by you being here as KGB agents in the first place. But now that's become your sole focus, and you can see she's even explaining to him there, I thought at some point, right at the last minute there, that was going to go completely tits up, and all she thought of was him and the kids. So her mind's there as well. It was nice that he gave her the caviar at the end. Of course, when he first produced it to Philip and went, oh, have you ever had any of this? I'm like, there's no way either of them will have ever tasted this, especially where it's from. It would have been way out of their accessibility. I like that it's great that it's set during the Cold War, because it's such a different set of rules and just a completely different time, because everything now, anything that's even remotely in this genre now, is all Middle East, Far East, terrorists. It's all always that, because the world's changed, everything's moved on. So I like that it's focused in the 80s, and it's focused on the Cold War and Russia in particular, and that it's old school. And it's the old school way of doing things. Before we had drones and all this technology, being able to spy on our enemies and not even need agents 80 to 90% of the time anymore. That era of, we experienced this in Homeland with, what was his name? I forgot his name now. Sol, of him saying, I miss the old days. I miss the Cold War. I miss us being proper spies and agents, and there were certain rules and things that both sides understood, whereas today there's no fucking rule whatsoever. People are strapping bombs to themselves, and it's different. It's changed. So I like that this show is focused in the past on something that was prevalent in my younger years as a teenager. But obviously, of course, as a teenager, couldn't care less. All you knew was that it was there, and your schools and your parents and everyone around you were always talking about it and discussing it as to how much of a threat it was. So they've got a listening on that broadcast there from the Secretary of Defense in his own home with the listening device that they've planted, and him discussing a ballistic shield. and them not having to worry about their Russian counterparts anymore. Intriguing. Right, I will be back for episode 3. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Let me know if you are in the comments, and I will see you for another one very shortly. Till then, guys, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to, down here. All episodes will be available on YouTube, and uncut versions will be available on Patreon as usual. Just check the link in the description. I will see you for episode 3 of The Americans next. Take care.